We'll send him home. Those bold words from an England legend have intensified the atmosphere ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup semifinal. His confidence is clear. Lionel Messi and Argentina will not get past England. But will that prediction come true? Thomas Tuchel now faces the enormous challenge of finding a way to stop the player who has changed the course of countless matches throughout his career. For Lionel Messi, however, this clash with England is far more than just a World Cup semifinal. It is another opportunity to make history with Argentina. Meanwhile, Erling Haaland has also shared his thoughts on Messi ahead of one of the most highly anticipated matches in world football. Before we dive into all the latest stories, let us know your prediction in the comments below. Will Argentina book their place in the final, or will England bring Lionel Messi's World Cup journey to an end? And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates on Lionel Messi and the Argentina National Team. We'll send him home. England legend predicts Messi and Argentina will be eliminated from the World Cup. Former England international Joe Cole has made a bold statement that has immediately grabbed the attention of football fans around the world, insisting that England will bring Lionel Messi and Argentina's World Cup journey to an end when the two teams meet in the 2026 FIFA World Cup semifinal. Although Cole acknowledged that facing the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner is one of the toughest challenges in football, he believes England's superior pace will prove too much for Argentina to handle. As excitement continues to build ahead of the highly anticipated clash in Atlanta, England are preparing to play in their fourth World Cup semifinal, and Cole is among those most confident in their chances. Speaking on the Rest is Football podcast, the former Chelsea and West Ham star insisted that Thomas Tuchel's side has everything required to stop the greatest player of all time, saying, "They've got to send Lionel Messi home, and they're going to send him home." When fellow pundit Micah Richards cautioned him against making such a bold prediction, Cole remained unwavering, adding, "I'm 100% convinced. I'm saying it right now. England are going to reach the World Cup final. They've got far more pace than Argentina, and they're going to beat them." Cole admitted he has a very strong feeling that England will come out on top. England secured their place in the semifinals after defeating Norway 2-1 in the quarterfinals thanks to a brace from Jude Bellingham. Although their performances have not always been convincing, the victory kept alive their dream of ending a 60-year wait for another World Cup title since lifting the trophy in 1966. Argentina, meanwhile, had to work much harder, needing extra time before eventually overcoming Switzerland 3-1. Switzerland were reduced to 10 men after Briel Embolo was sent off, but goals from Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez sealed Argentina's place in the last four. For the first time in the tournament, Lionel Messi failed to score, yet he remains the joint leading scorer alongside France captain Kylian Mbappe with 8 goals each. Even so, Messi continues to be England's greatest concern, although Joe Cole is convinced England's defense can limit the influence of the Argentina captain. Not everyone, however, shares Cole's optimism. Former Scotland international Ally McCoist has taken a more cautious approach, arguing that England are currently only the third-best team among the 4 remaining semi-finalists. He said, "At the moment, France look like the strongest team left in the tournament. But right now, all the focus is on the semi-finals." He then added, "The good news is that England are facing a team that I believe is below them." While McCoy believes England have the stronger squad overall, he also warned, defensively, Argentina aren't particularly strong. But they have Messi, a player who can create something out of absolutely nothing. That's exactly what England have to be wary of. It's going to be a fantastic match. Meanwhile, Lionel Messi himself admitted he is eagerly anticipating the showdown, explaining that facing England is especially meaningful because it will be the first time in his international career that he has played against the Three Lions. Messi said, "Playing against England is always special because they are one of the great powers of world football." He continued, "Personally, this will be my first time facing them. I've played against almost every major national team except England, so this match means something special to me." Messi also emphasized that Argentina will use the remaining time before the semifinal to recover physically and ensure they are fully prepared for what promises to be one of the biggest and most eagerly anticipated matches of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. He said, "This is a World Cup semifinal against one of the best teams in the world. We will try to be in the best possible condition so that we can compete." For the first time in history, Lionel Messi will face England in an official match. Thomas Tuchel must now find a way to stop the 39-year-old if he wants to take England to the World Cup final. The 2026 FIFA World Cup semi-final is not just a meeting between two great football nations. It could also become one of the final chapters of Lionel Messi's extraordinary international career. Although he has played more than 200 matches for Argentina and scored 125 goals, Messi has never faced England at international level. Because of that, Tuchel now faces a challenge that no England manager has ever experienced before. Both England and Argentina reached the semi-finals after playing 120-minute matches. England defeated Norway 2-1, while Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1. However, Tuchel's biggest challenge remains the same: Lionel Messi. At the age of 39, Messi is still performing at an extraordinary level. He leads the tournament's scoring chart with 8 goals in just 6 matches, averaging 1 goal every 66 minutes. Throughout World Cup history, England have faced many great players. But Messi is different. He is not only a goal scorer, but also the heart of Argentina's attack. Almost every attacking move begins with him. Although no England player has faced Messi at international level, several members of the squad have played against him in the UEFA Champions League. Harry Kane scored against Barcelona at Wembley in 2018, but in the same match Messi scored twice and inspired Barcelona to victory. John Stones even admitted that Messi is the toughest opponent he has ever faced after watching the Argentine superstar score a hat-trick at Camp Nou in 2016. Jordan Henderson also brings valuable experience. His ability to protect space and apply constant pressure is expected to become one of England's main weapons to limit Messi's movement. Thomas Tuchel can also learn from the way Switzerland stopped Messi. Switzerland became the only team in the tournament to prevent Messi from scoring over a full 120 minutes. They achieved it through outstanding defensive organization, keeping the distance between their lines compact and denying Messi space to operate in central areas. In addition, Messi's physical condition at the age of 39 could become an area England will try to exploit. After such a demanding match, his defensive contribution is naturally not the same as it was during the peak years of his career. Tuchel is likely to take advantage of those spaces through quick counterattacks. Balance will be the key. Declan Rice is expected to play one of the most important roles. The Arsenal midfielder will likely be tasked with cutting off passes into Messi and preventing him from turning to face England's defense. However, Tuchel must also be careful. If England focus too much on marking Messi, space will open up for Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez. After waiting almost 60 years since winning the World Cup in 1966, England are now very close to making history once again. But to reach the final, they must first overcome their toughest test, stopping Lionel Messi. Meanwhile, Messi insisted that facing England will be one of the special moments of his career. He also said that this generation of Argentina continues to create history. In an interview with the Argentine newspaper Olé, Messi explained that the match against England means a great deal because it will be his first meeting with one of world football's traditional powers. He said that matches like this represent a huge challenge. However, Argentina will try to recover physically as well as possible after an extremely demanding schedule. Messi also believes that this generation of Argentina has never stopped chasing success. According to him, winning the World Cup, lifting 2 Copa America titles, and now reaching another World Cup semifinal are extraordinary achievements that deserve to be enjoyed by all Argentinians. Messi also praised Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez for their outstanding performances against Switzerland. At the end of the interview, he made it clear that Argentina are not satisfied yet. They want to continue making history by going all the way and becoming world champions. Note: The following section is a dramatic monologue created for storytelling purposes and is not an official statement by Erling Haaland. In the monologue, Haaland says that Norway have been eliminated from the World Cup, so he is now only a spectator. For him, the situation feels strange after all the preparation and ambition they had. However, from outside the pitch, he can now watch the tournament with greater calm. According to the monologue, Argentina are the favorites to become world champions, and the main reason is simple: Lionel Messi. Argentina's victory over Switzerland was very difficult. Switzerland played with great discipline and made the match extremely challenging. But in the end, Argentina still found a way to win. According to Holland in the monologue, that has been the pattern throughout the tournament. Every time Argentina find themselves in trouble, there is always one player capable of changing everything: Lionel Messi. As a striker, Haaland says he understands how difficult it is to be the player who is always expected to decide matches. But what he finds difficult to understand is how Messi can still carry such a huge responsibility at the age of 39. He admits that even at 26 years old, he already feels exhausted after playing several intense matches, while Messi, who is 13 years older, can still play 120 minutes and remain the best player on the field. According to the monologue, that is difficult to explain through either sporting logic or science. He also believes Argentina's greatest advantage is not simply having great players, but having Messi, a player capable of turning a match around in a single second. No other team in the tournament has that guarantee. Argentina will now face England in the semifinal in Atlanta. The match becomes even more special because, for the first time in his international career, Messi will play against England. Holland acknowledges that England are a very strong team. However, according to the monologue, he still considers Argentina the favorites, not because England are weaker, but because Messi brings a dimension to the game that cannot be explained by tactical analysis alone. As a striker, Haaland also says that most forwards need several chances before scoring, but Messi is different. He can create opportunities from situations that seem impossible. That ability to create something out of nothing is what makes him almost impossible to stop. What impresses Haaland the most is not only Messi's goal-scoring record, but also his passion, which has never faded despite playing at the highest level for more than 2 decades. According to the monologue, Messi has set a new standard for longevity, consistency, and dedication in football. For that reason, he believes the Argentina versus England semifinal will be a match worth watching for every football fan. He also believes Argentina will become world champions, not because they have the strongest squad on paper, but because they have one player capable of making the impossible become reality, even at the age of 39. And, according to the monologue, no other team in this tournament has a player like Lionel Messi.